Hey guys, what's up? Gids here for another Kuni Crossworlds video, and today we are going to talk about the balance adjustment for familiars. So this is affecting familiars in field, their passives, PvP aspect, and also familiar arena. So let's get on to it. And by the way, this one I've discussed already many times in my streams. Twitch.tv/GidsGG. We only need 5 more followers over there. There. Over there. 5 more followers to reach our follower goal. Can we hit 500 followers this year though? So we'll see. But anyways, let's go ahead and start talking about this one. Okay, so let's go. Let's start off with Fire Familiars over here. We're going to start off with Shrimp Paler. You're going to see a lot of similar changes with all the support familiars, 4-star support familiars in particular, that wherein they are now going to affect your party as well. So this makes them better at PvP because when you're usually doing PvP, well, PvP content such as Lava Valley, Temple Arena, Relic War, and any other PvP content, you're usually going to do it with a party. So giving these passives some upgrades with regards to party members as well is actually really good. It's very strong, and yeah, skill cooldown of party members equipped fire familiar. So yeah, it affects all of your party members as well. Now the question is if this stacks with other familiars that your party members have. So that's something that we might have to test sometime, because I'm also not sure if it's going to work that way. I'm not sure. Has anyone tested Sorbor's passive? It may have stacked or not, but I don't think it's going to stack at all. Anyways, yeah. This one instantly removes poison from partners and party members, which is kind of interesting, and they upped the poison resist rate for 7 seconds from 5 seconds, which is not really that much because not many people are using poison right now. Only Ouroboros has poison, and his skill is not very what's this? Reliable to hit. Okay, so it's not 100% hit rate for Ouroboros, but if you get hit by poison, probably good, but not really. Anyways, in Familiar Arena, now it removes poison as well. Instantly removes poison. So this is actually really strong if you're facing against Ouroboros, because he's going to try to poison you, but every time you hit, every time you attack, you're going to heal, and all that poison is going to be removed right away. Well, it depends on who you're healing actually. So yeah. Next up we have Firelinks. Firelinks has been adjusted. So what's this? The HP recovery. HP recovery has been added here, the text here. Let's see. No. Wait. What changed there? Heal recovery and HP recovery. I'm not sure what's the difference between HP recovery and heal recovery. HP recovery just feels like your natural regen, but I'm not sure. The destroyer might have that skill that regens them when they're low HP. I'm not sure if this is referring to that HP recovery, but yeah, I'm not sure. Or is it the swordsman's heal ability that increases HP? So I'm not sure what this means, but anyways, it reduces HP recovery for 15% as well. And of course, they also made its animation faster so that it could hit much more reliably, but still bad, man. Firelink's field ability is still so bad. It's not the best. For Familiar Arena, it's the same thing. They just made animation go faster, but nah, it's still not the best. Still not the best one. HP recovery again. Nah. Next one here, Molten Lion. Molten Lion is actually really good. The change here is really good because if we see here, it's just that damage taken minus 1% for each fire familiar equipped. Now they've changed this one to be based on defense familiars and attack type familiar. So it's actually super good. During PvP, everyone has Molten Lion equipped. So basically, you have a guaranteed damage taken minus 1% or up to 3% if you have him at Awaken 7. Alright? Now, usually, the accompanying familiars with Molten Lion are 2 attack type familiars. So basically, you're going to get additional attack types or attacks over here, additional damage over here for 2% if you have it at Awaken 0, and up to 4% if you have 2. If you have it at Awaken 7. So it's actually really strong, very, very great adjustment, but this is just going to be taken advantage of by the whales. So, well, I mean, it's a good reason for you to awaken your Molten Lions to at least Awaken 3 and then Awaken 7. It's a good reason for you to do that, but it's still very, very, very strong. Okay, and then for Familiar Arena, they just made him attack faster. Okay, so I'm not sure if it's going to be any significant, but I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be that significant in Familiar Arena. Okay, next we go to Water Splisher. Splisher is actually one that I'm really excited about. Reason why is for his field ability. So for the passive, it now affects party members as well, same as Shrimp Paler. But this thing over here, Tiny Prayer, it instantly removes burn from partner and party members. What does this mean? You don't have to be constantly spamming your Splisher during Ras Tier 5 anymore, right? You just need to have your teammates actually equip their own Splishers. And if enough teammates equip Splishers, then probably your damage dealer does not have to equip their own Splisher, right? So your teammates will now be able to remove burn for you, and you don't have to worry about burn. So this one is really, really good for Ras T5. Ras T5 is the Kingdom Dungeon, right? Kingdom Dungeon that's Fire Element. It's really, really good for that dungeon. So I recommend everyone to use your, plan out how you can use your Splishers. Okay. And then for Familiar Arena, Burn Resist Rate. So this one's really good against Might, especially at Awake 10, right? 100% Burn Resist Rate. So initially, they're going to use their spells, and then you're going to have the Burn Resist Rate right away, which is super strong, actually. Really, really, really strong. Okay. So, Spisher is very good. Next, Earth Familiars, and I saw Disbelief here, and I was so happy. I was so happy when I saw Disbelief, but I think it's similar with Splisher and Shrimp Paler buffs. So now it includes party members for field, for the passive, and probably for the active skill, right? Yeah. Instantly removes Frostbite from partner and party members. So if we get hit by Suiryu or Pofu, then you get to remove that right away. And then I was so happy with this one. I was already fighting a lot of Suiryus and Pofus in Familiar Arena, and now you give me Frostbite resist rate plus 100% for 5 seconds. Woo! That's just another icing on the cake, man. Additional icing. It's super, super good. Especially when you remove Frostbite instantly, and then you use Disbelief to tank Suiryu and Pufu. He's never gonna get hit by what's this? Frostbites, right? Which is going to be really, really good. So it's starting to grow on me, man. Disbelief is actually good. What? They actually misspelled him here. Disbelief. Just noticed that. Toko here is now updated as well to include party members, which is the same as all the other support familiars. Stagtorn. Next we have Stagtorn. So I was actually surprised to see Stagtorn here, but it makes sense when you see changes on Molten Lion, because what you see here is almost similar to Molten Lion passive changes. So it now gives you damage taken reduction per defense familiar and attack increase per attack or support familiar, which makes it better for you to use him in a hybrid team, right? Or just use triple defensive type monsters or familiars and be tanky for destroyer maybe, right? For active field ability, they decrease cooldown by 5 seconds. I'm not sure how significant that would be, probably for destroyer players or anyone that uses this guy. I don't know. I haven't seen much people use Stagtorn anymore for field or PvP, so not sure if this is going to change anything. Anyways, they also have this thing here over here. Stagtorn's basic attack range has been adjusted from 400 to 350, which is, I don't know if it's really good, because usually people try to use Stagtorn in familiar arena, they try to use him in the middle or in the front line, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to pull the farthest enemy, right? Because his skill is to pull the farthest enemy. I'm not sure if the range of the skill is the same as his basic attack range. He might have to walk forward in order to try to pull, but I'm not sure if this is good. I'm not sure. Let me know any Stagtorn users down there. Let us know in the comments. Okay. Okay, Sparky here. Sparky's familiar arena skill is now better. So animation time decrease. So that's definitely better. Birdie, of course. Party members included now. And then for the field minus movement speed, this is still not that great for the field spell. So nah, no one's going to be equipping Birdie. Flutterby actually looks good. I saw this one and I was happy with Flutterby as well. It includes partners and party members. And then this one, the active skill. So increases party members, partner and party members movement speed by 20% plus transport speed by 10%. So this is going to be a very, very strong support familiar for a support character. So if you're a support engineer, support rogue that just tries to buff up your teammates, this one's actually really good, right? Because it increases movement speed by the whole team, essentially, right? If you're a rogue and you're going to use your, what's that skill again? I forgot. Anyways, if you're a rogue and you try to buff up your team, right? You're going to give bonus attack and bonus movement speed to your team already, and then you include this one. It's actually really good, man. It's going to be a really, really strong buff for your team, especially if you're already doing support. Okay, and then for familiar arena, cooldown decrease. No, it's skill activation cooldown. So at the start of the match, it's going to be faster to be cast, but I don't think it's still really good for familiar arena. Tumblemore, basically the same as the other support familiars. It now includes party members, right? And now removes, corruption from party members. And for familiar arena, corruption resist rate, so it's the same as Disbelief and the others. Okay, Crabbo Lantern, I saw this one, and again, this one's really good. So for the people who actually took Crabbo Lantern in the egg before, this is good for you guys. Right? At Awaken 0, they increased the crit resist rate from plus 10% to 15%. So this is actually huge. That's a 5% increase. Right? And then for the passive as well, they made it much better. It's the same as Molten Lion. So if you now have Molten Lion plus Crab, then it's going to be really good. You still benefit from the passive, right? So it's not just dependent on light familiar and defense familiar. Okay. And then for the field spell, they increased the damage, familiar skill damage plus 7.5%. So if you have Tarracona, it's going to still hit like a truck. And then for familiar arena, skill cooldown activation and minus defense plus. They added this one, right? This is a new one. Yeah. Anyone that's been morphed will have their defense decrease. So they will become much squishier, but at Awaken 0, I'm not sure if this is going to be worth it or usable yet. Okay. Bunnybot again. This one's good. Bunnybot is good in particular because he increases it for the party as well. Okay. Where is it? All crowd control effect durations on the party members minus 5%. So really good for support again. So they're actually giving support gameplay, support for PvP, so much more tech, right? So if you have this guy, Bunnybot, you have Crabbo Lantern, you have Flutterby, all these three are super strong for support characters, right? Especially for helping the team. So there could be a lot of different builds that could be catered around or built around these familiars now. So they are actually really helpful for the team. And lastly, we have our familiars, dark familiars. For Ebon Torex, it now also includes party members, but meh. Penguicorn, again, same thing. Includes teammates. For the field spell, also includes team or the party members, but nah. Casting effect time, they made it faster. But oh, this one, the next one here. Arachnes. Skill hit rate is greatly increased. So for the Arachnes users over there, bro, this one's strong. It's now going to hit people more reliably now. I haven't seen it yet in action, or probably I just died to it and I never noticed. But yeah, it's more likely going to be almost the same as Tarracona, that it's going to be a freaking homing missile that just one-shots players. So it's going to be another thing that one-shots players, which is very sad for us non-whales, but it's going to make the whales happy. Yay! Yay for whales, right? And then we have Rimu over here. They increased damage player reduction at tier 7. Awake 7, bruh. Okay. I'm not sure if anyone even has him at awake 7, but And then again, for the field spell, skill hit rate greatly increased, so it will hit much more reliably. Skill animation is decreased, so he can cast it faster. And then for familiar arena, debuff has been increased to 3 seconds, so 1 second increase, and then skill animation, which is faster again, so to make him cast it faster. So overall, really good. So from all this list, the best ones that I saw, or my favorite ones, are of course Disbelief. Even though the Disbelief change is not that big, it's really good. I like the Molten Lion change as well. Bunnybot, Flutterby, and who else? I think Bunnybot, Flutterby, and Crab changes are also really good and are up there. So let's see how this changes up PvP and Familiar Arena so far. But so far in Familiar Arena, I haven't seen any drastic changes. I can probably show you some of my battles again with my Disbelief. I've been flexing my Disbelief so much. But anyways, that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you have any other information or any favorites. Okay, so thank you very much. That's it for me. See you again next time. Bye-bye.